Okay.
Hi everybody, it's Carly. We're on day 3 of Portland Roadster Show, and I promised you I would take you over to Tommy Carr's Nomad. It's amazing. Anyway, so I want to catch him before they open the doors. The people are coming in at 10 this morning, so we're gonna go ahead and go talk to Tommy. So let's do it. Oh, I see they put a class winner plaque by my car, so I don't know if I'm, well, it just says class winner. That's cool. All right, bye Amelia, I'll see you in a little bit. We're gonna go look at a Nomad. Don't be jealous, girl. You're still #1 in my world. Okay, this is Tommy Carr, everybody, and he is amazing, has amazing talent, and he built this Nomad. And how long have you been doing this, Tommy?
Oh, about 50 years.
50 years.
Yeah, I had collision shops for a while.
Okay, and then how many cars do you think you've done?
I got no idea.
You didn't keep track?
No, that's way long ago.
You were having that much fun?
Yeah. Well, I worked in a collision shop. I got started in my brother's shop, and I was 21. I moved from LA up to Oregon and started working with him. And the minute I picked up a spray gun, I was
hooked?
This is gonna be my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
wow.
really did. And at the time, you know, you're young and everything, and I didn't want to just be a painter.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I really felt in my heart that I wanted to be the best. I really, you know, you can set a goal, and I don't know that I can say I'm the best, but I strive to be that.
You're way up there, Tommy.
I want to do it as good as I can do it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's not really a competition to me. I have a lot of friends in this, and we all just treat each other really well. And
that's good.
One guy's idea you can steal, and they might steal something from me.
Yeah.
It's just sharing. You know?
Yeah.
It's really good.
Okay, good. So I noticed this paint yesterday, and I just wanted to show you guys kind of a close-up of this because it's all shaded. What can you tell me about that?
Okay, this is House of Colors paint. The base on the red is Galaxy Gray.
Oh.
And then it's Brandywine Candy.
Okay.
And so the base is all this color of gray right there. That is the base color right there.
Oh, really?
And
the darker one?
Yeah, the little dark little pinstripe thing. That is the gray that we shoot on first.
Okay.
Then they have what they call an intensifier. The intensifier is real super transparent, and then that's what gives you that depth because it's not opaque.
Okay.
Like a solid color, you would say that's opaque.
Right.
And you spray it, and you get to a point that it's we call color concentrated. So it doesn't matter. You're going to put more coats on it. It's not going to change.
I see.
The more coats I put on this, the darker it gets.
Oh, okay.
So anytime that you're going to do a candy job, you have this would be all shut up, and then what I'm doing is I'm walking the side, which means I paint from bumper to bumper one coat, and then I move my gun usually like about a half an inch, about an inch.
Oh wow!
And each inch, if you have a big old fan and you move it like half the distance, that's where you can get the streaks.
Oh.
So, and if I painted this border panel, and then I painted the door, so I paint like this, and if you had a solid color, it doesn't really matter, and you can paint it completely apart if it's solid color.
But if it's candy.
But yeah, if I come here and I stop here, and then I paint the door, and I stop here, then right here I'm going to have 2 coats.
Oh, yes.
Have 1 coat.
Okay.
The coats are important because that's going to control the amount of candy. So
the flow is more even.
That, I'm going to have a streak right where the door is.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Guys that are trying to do it for the first time or they don't understand that and they paint it that way.
Yeah.
A lot of times you'll see candy jobs where
it's darker there.
Have streaks.
Like I see. Okay.
So it's kind of really in depth.
Wow.
And then I do the graphics. They're just masked off. They're airbrushed.
That's beautiful.
Then we didn't want the...
And you didn't, this isn't a badge, this is airbrushed on?
Yeah,
Look at that.
And all these little lines are sprayed individually. And the stock 57, it's only about, especially back here, it's only about that wide.
Really?
So we make our own moldings also.
Oh my gosh.
So these are brass, and then they, so I make them and I shape them and do whatever welding I need to do. And then we have, on this top one, we have little studs that are welded into it.
Oh my gosh.
The bottom ones we tap with the bottom tap, so they have studs that way.
Wow.
So,
wow.
But what we, on the wheel wells, we opened up the wheel wells 3 inches here, and so that made it where we can see all that big, beautiful wheel.
Wow!
There, you know?
Oh my gosh!
And
the details.
Because since we're here, then what I wanted to do that was different. I always like to try and change things a little different.
Yeah, I know that, and you're good at it.
So stock. This bumper goes all the way down here, chrome. Great big huge bumper.
Okay.
And this line goes all the way here, but this line is really right here. So this line would go straight down. So I cut the bottom of the bumper off to make it thinner, and then I made the sheet metal go around it.
Oh my gosh.
And this is all, the whole back end is all sheet metal that we made.
Wow.
So that whole bottom panel has a backup camera here.
Got my nails in. Yeah. Backup camera, perfect. Okay.
But what happened is when you're customizing stuff, sometimes you make a change and then it affects other things.
Yeah.
So when we cut this bumper down and we moved it back, then this quarter panel and this light and everything was clear over here.
Oh, gee. Oh.
And it looks funny.
Yeah.
Because it just looked out of place because you're so used to seeing that iconic look.
Right.
So we took the quarter panel right here, we cut 3 inches, and then we moved this whole thing back.
Oh my gosh.
So that I get the spacing here.
Oh,
and,
it's beautiful.
You know, but you do those kind of things, then you have to change the molding up here a little bit.
Oh, jeez.
And as long as we're here, then we put lifts in that are...
Everything's hydraulic?
They're not hydraulic, they're electric.
Oh, electric,
ramps.
okay.
The Dakota Digital is where you can get those.
Okay.
They're about $250 each.
Okay.
But then if you do this system and you have 2 ramps, then you have to have a computer that keeps them equal.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Know? And so
it gets complicated.
Yeah, it gets pretty complicated. And then these cars, they have the deck lid, it folds down, and the upper one folds up.
Oh, okay.
That's how they are.
Oh, that, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, yes.
Well, we make a framework and then we attach it all, so it's one piece.
Okay.
The back window and this is all one.
All right.
And then that's when we put the lifts in. And it's pretty hard.
Wow.
It's difficult to get them all to work the same.
Wow.
And that we make these little pockets.
I'm gonna just get the back of this console. We're gonna talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
But, okay.
Anyway, so hit the button and down it goes.
I love it.
So.
That is so cool. Is there like a weight limit for those that, I mean?
Each one is like about 250 pounds.
Okay.
For,
all right.
So with 2, you've got 500 pounds of lift.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
And it's kind of just important, you have to play around the distance and how far you are from the pivot point. And
okay.
The closer that ram is to where it's pivoting, because it's pivoting on hinges here.
Oh, wow.
The closer you are to that, the more power you're going to need. The
okay.
lift is harder.
Okay.
If it gets more down the rail, you get more lift out of it.
I see. Okay.
Because it's a big circumference.
Right. Yeah, so, that is. It's a big area.
Yeah. So that's kind of what's happening in the back mostly. We kept the gas tank where it is stock.
Where is the gas tank? Is it behind the?
Tank.
Was it behind the tail light?
Yeah.
Let me see.
That's just stock 57.
Oh,
right
it is.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
And then underneath in the back we have. We have a big roll pan and.
I see all that.
Kugel suspension.
Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they do a really good job, and They're really pretty, and they ride really, really good. So, and then the doors are on poppers.
Oh, yeah.
Pops out real nice.
Oh,
And then the interior.
okay, this is amazing.
The interior's all changed. It's a 57 dash. It's the original dash, but we added about 10 inches and made it wider
Okay,
so that we could get all those gauges in.
look at all
And
those.
we also moved it back. We moved the dash back 3 inches this way
Oh,
to
so
the
it's
driver.
back more. Okay.
Yeah, because the LT4 motor
Uh-huh.
pushes everything back a little bit more because it has so much stuff in front.
Oh, I see.
That it actually makes you have to push it back.
You guys, oh, this is just unbelievable. Oh my God.
And then the overhead consoles, we use those a lot. I make
I
them
love
from
that.
scratch each one.
You do?
They're all metal. There's no fiberglass.
Oh my gosh.
And
Ah,
kind of cool.
it's way cool.
Yeah, and then we make the moldings in here too. And then this piece, we made the dash to curve around, and it curves into this, as you can see on that side.
Yeah, I can see that.
And so that's all handmade, custom stuff.
Oh Lord.
And that.
So you guys, if you don't know about custom cars, it is unbelievable the amount of work it takes to do something like this.
It is, it's pretty amazing. Worked on it a long time. So now we get to the front.
Yeah.
The bumper is still the same thing. The bottom half is all cut off, and then we make all of this.
Okay. Yeah. You did. That's all sheet metal there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it wraps around, and then we have
Oh,
our
look at the
turn
lights!
signals.
Oh my gosh.
They're flush mounted.
Ah.
They're turn and
That's
and running
beautiful.
light, all of that. And the grill is custom made too.
It's gorgeous.
So we make a buck, and then we CNC. I have a shop that CNCs it for me, and then we have it chromed. But it takes a lot of fitting, and then we have to fit the bumper to it too. So
Oh, Lord,
there's
yes.
a lot of little, the stock bumpers are not very smooth right there.
Oh yeah, I was going to mention these moldings and around here. Sorry, I keep getting my hand in the lens.
You have to do that. That headlight ring is just a stock one. That's what 57 has.
Okay.
But the hood,
Yeah.
if you've ever noticed when they're not this wide and they're round. They're just a little round hump here.
Okay.
And they have a little short kind of thing here, and it's bulky, and I didn't like it.
So you Frenched it.
So I peaked the hood. I made a peak on it.
Wow.
'Cause I like that design better.
That's gorgeous.
A little wider. And then we cut this all out and then made all this sheet metal.
Oh my Lord.
And then these are off of a 56.
Oh.
And they went right here originally.
Okay.
But they were like an aftermarket thing back in the day.
Okay.
Not all 56s had them. Had a tail on it about a foot and a half, so I just cut that off.
Oh yeah, don't need that.
Yeah, and I thought that just looks way neater than
Yeah,
what
that's.
Chevy
Oh my
did.
gosh.
And then the hood is also peaked more than
Yeah, I see
normal.
that. Look at that.
And we were talking about the paint earlier, but you see the kind of flake there?
Yes.
That's called microflake.
Oh.
And
Okay.
the real secret kind of is that I don't put it down first and then candy. I usually put like about 2 or 3 coats of candy on,
Okay.
and then I sprinkle it in, and then I finish off with a couple.
So you actually physically sprinkle the flake in?
No, I put it in my gun. But
Okay, but you
I
put it
don't
with some
make-
clear?
I don't make big full strokes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
okay.
have what's called an inner coat clear.
That's what Winfield uses. I
Yeah.
remember he mixed that with the cobalt blue on mine.
Yeah.
So it would become more and more transparent,
Yes.
and he would shoot it over the purple.
That's
and
exactly
that's how the fade happens,
that's
right?
how it works.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And but what happens is because I don't shoot it all at once
Yeah.
and candy it,
Right.
this really gets a lot more sparkle to it.
Oh.
Because it's actually in between coats.
Oh,
so
I
there's
see.
like 3 coats of the red candy, and then I'll do that, and then I'll shoot a couple more coats of candy.
Oh my God.
So, because if you keep stacking candy, you'll start burying that. It won't have.
Oh,
that
it'll
really
bury.
big-
Okay, gotcha.
It won't have as bright of a sparkle.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Okay.
I kind of think that's
So there's
my
a
own
fine
little trick,
line
but-
there about.
Yeah, kind of.
You just
you just experiment around a lot, and if you want to get into painting, you know, just go for it.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I did.
And just, you have a lot of failures, but that's how you make success eventually.
Yeah, when you learn one thing and then another thing and then another thing, and you know, you
Just
you
build
kind of
up.
have your own little style or something, you know.
Sweet.
People often kind of say about our painting is that, well, I'm painting, but they always kind of say, well, man, we can always tell it's one of your cars.
Oh,
You
wow.
know, because of the paint.
Wow. Oh, that's
Kind
cool.
of being a style.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
So, yeah, I really enjoy that. And then,
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about what's under here.
yeah.
This is where everybody gets excited. I get excited over the outside. Oh, no, don't worry. I get excited about the outside, but this is where the big boys like to see all this stuff. So.
Yeah. So we do the same rams that we use on the back, but we have to make, we actually use the hinges that stock on the back.
Oh, really?
I have to make the whole hinges.
Oh, you had to make all new hinges? Okay.
Different. It's an LT4 supercharged motor.
Oh, Jesus.
So,
850 horsepower.
yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
And then the little covers here, they cover the coil packs, but it makes it look like it's a regular motor, you know?
Right.
So we make those, and we bend the aluminum and make the covers.
Wow.
And then
Jeez.
these panels are all removable if you have to work on it. But
Yeah.
it also, you don't see any bolts. There's no bolts in the motor
No,
that shows any of these panels like going together.
No.
Everything's hidden.
Wow.
We always kind of like that.
Yeah, it's
Then
clean.
Randy Grubb, who's a good friend of mine, he made me this out of aluminum because the weight was starting to get to be an issue for the hinges. So he made that all out, and then he made these little things to kind of emulate what was on top.
Yeah, carries
then,
that.
Then I take it and then I make it fit.
Oh, wow.
But, yeah, and then each pocket, like over there, you can see that's the master cylinder little door. Over here's for water. There's
okay, I see.
There's a little door there too.
I see that. Okay.
So.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what does a paint job like that cost?
The guy asking him, what's the paint job cost? You don't want to know if you have to ask.
A little video. So we also shaved the drip rails off because there's a big drip rail right here. So we grind that, we re-weld it, and then when we did that, we found that this looked funny because this was smooth and flat, but with this stock, it stuck out the half-inch up here also.
Oh, wow.
So we cut the body. We would call this Frenching. We Frenched it in. So we cut it.
Wow.
We slide it to where it's
Lord.
flush,
Oh, Lord.
and do that.
Oh, my God.
Stuff like make these little moldings. There's no molding here stock, but we do that to kind of have a finish off.
Yeah,
the paint
it
line.
totally finishes it.
And then we remove the wind wings, so they're.
Oh yeah, there's no wing.
one-piece
There's no
glass.
little
It
wing.
just looks cleaner.
Oh yeah, look at those mirrors. Oh God. Oh, everything about this is just breathtaking. I'm telling you. I love it.
That's kind of
And I don't even like station wagons, but I love this car. I love this.
Nomad guys hate it if you call it a station
I
wagon.
know, but I'm just
Come
like,
on.
well, okay. What do you call it then?
This is a Nomad.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
I'm
the
getting
way-
schooled.
The
I'm
easiest
getting
way
schooled.
to tell
Yeah.
is this post leaning forward and these stripes.
Yeah.
That's Nomad only.
Oh,
Station
okay.
wagons don't do that.
Okay. All right. Okay. I've been schooled by Tommy
Nah.
Carr, you guys. So now I know. I won't ever call it a station wagon. It's not a station wagon. It's amazing. It's just a piece of art.
No
Look at
station
these
wagon.
doors, you guys. Oh, God.
So,
And he does all the moldings. All of this is just all hand built.
can you stop your video and we
Yeah.
can continue?
The car.
Okay, what do you think?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's comfortable too.
Yeah, it is.
Way more comfortable than the Zephyr, as I'll tell you.
Yeah, but your Zephyr's amazing. I've always loved it.
Oh God, no, it has nothing on this.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
And you have that historical car now, since it was kind of one of Gene's last ones.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
God bless you. That's great.
I'm happy to